Trip Kramer here from tripadvice.com. Did you know that most women get really turned on and really attracted to a guy who's a challenge to them? So that means that when you are a challenge, meaning you're hard to get when you're talking to a woman, meaning she can't get you attracted that easily. It makes her chase you more and makes her want to be with you more. Now, there's levels of this. I get a lot of comments from guys who always say, that's game playing, and if I have to do that, then that's ridiculous, and you're going to attract the wrong women. Yeah, you might if you're on the extreme end of that. So if you're doing extreme things to make her chase you and you're playing manipulative games, then yeah, that's what's going to happen. But still, on some level, you have to be a challenge. No matter what, it doesn't matter what's going on in any situation, if you are so easy and so available, in fact, the other end of the spectrum would be just super available and always there and needy and never busy, don't have your own life, then it's going to be super unattractive. So at the very least, you got to have some sort of balance there where you're not always easy to obtain. I'm going to give you a few examples of what this looks like and how to do this in a second. But what you have to understand is you need to learn this, because when you learn this, one of the big benefits is you're going to get more women attracted to you, because you're going to be stopping those unattractive traits from seeping out. And you're going to be getting more women who want to be around you, which then will lead to more dates, which will lead to more sex, and then even a girlfriend, if that's what you're looking for. Basically, what we're doing here is we're creating tension. Tension is one of the most important things in order to get her attracted. In fact, it's part of my TED formula. My TED formula meaning tension, entertainment, and dominance. And so one of the things that you need to do is create tension, because where there's tension, or sexual tension, there's going to be attraction. If you want to learn more about the full TED formula, you can check out my Hooked program, which is a video course that dives into TED and tells you exactly what to do and how to build attraction and even approach women and get them attracted to you and understand how to lead that to getting a girlfriend. But right now, we're just going to focus on one small aspect, which is being a challenge. So this is how you're going to do this. One, you're not going to be available all the time. If you are answering her texts right away, you can always hang out with her, you're seeing her multiple times per week, it's just going to lead to showing that you are so available that you have nothing else going on in your life, and that's going to be unattractive to her. So again, there's levels of this. You could be playing games, texting her back days later. You can do that. I don't recommend that, but at the very least, maybe you can just text her a few hours later. Maybe you're only available to hang out 1 to 2 nights per week. You're not sitting and texting her all day long and giving her all of your attention so easily. Women want to know that you're busy. Now, this is where it gets tough, because you can't necessarily ask a lot of women for advice, because a woman's going to say she doesn't like that. Of course she doesn't like that. Like, she wants to get your attention, but what keeps her involved and keeps the chase going and keeps her interested in you is you not being so available. So in this weird kind of reverse way, she does like it. She does like to know that you're not as available, because it makes you more attractive. Another great way to do this is by using statements with her when you're on a date, a first, a second, or third date. Or maybe even if you're just meeting her for the first time, and statements about what you're looking for. So if you're telling a girl, hey, I like girls who like to cook. I like girls who like to go to live music. I like girls who like to work out and be healthy. If you're saying those statements to her, and by the way, it can be literally whatever you're looking for. If you're saying those statements to her, that's being a challenge. So that means that you are not going to be with just any woman. And the fact that you won't be with any woman means that you probably have more choice of women. And that, my friend, is very, very attractive to her. This actually turns her on and wants to be with you more. Even if she doesn't fit in one of those categories. Of course, if she doesn't fit in any of those categories, maybe you shouldn't be with her, because you should be telling her exactly what kind of woman you like. But if she is seeing that you are being picky, that you won't be desperate or needy or just be with any woman, she's going to assume that other women like you. And this is social proof, and that's very powerful. Another way to be a challenge is by not giving her too much validation. I've been saying a lot on this channel, and in my content lately that you don't want to be giving her compliments. Compliments are one of the weakest forms of trying to build attraction. A lot of guys think that if you give a girl a compliment, it's a way to make her feel good, and then she feels good around you, and then she likes you. But not really. It's very, let's say it's a watered down version of trying to build attraction, because if she's attractive, she's getting those compliments from a lot of other guys. So when it comes from you, as nice as it may appear, it doesn't build attraction. In fact, it could potentially even make you look worse because you're just trying to give her that compliment to get something from her. Almost might seem disingenuous. So really be careful with the compliments that you're trying to give out to a woman. In fact, I would rather have a woman be chasing my validation. I don't want to just give out compliments. Why? Because she's pretty? Because she was born that way? Because you put on some makeup? Therefore, you have to give her this compliment to make her feel good so you can get something from her? All of it just sounds a little funny when you put it that way. I would rather reward a woman for doing something that I like, not just for existing. Something that I know is tough for a lot of guys here, and a lot of nice guys who, like former nice guy me, raised by hippie boomers, where everyone's getting trophies, be super nice, give everyone compliments. But if you're doing that, you're giving her something for free. Shouldn't your presence and your masculine presence be enough? Same with her. I think the same thing, right? Her presence should be enough. Both people's presence should be enough. We don't have to be gifting them with compliments or money or things or flowers or anything like that. So what I'm saying here is we want to be a challenge to her. We don't always want to be available verbally, physically, and emotionally. And this is going to be good for you too, because you shouldn't be just always chasing women. You should be doing other things in your life to be a more well-rounded guy, and women should be a byproduct of that. If you want to learn more, I seriously encourage you to check out the Hooked program, where you can learn all about tension, more in-depth details of tension, how to be able to hold tension, exactly what to say, as well as how that fits and intertwines with entertainment and dominance. It's not just the three things, but the way that I teach you in the Hooked program and the way that it all works together to be the most attractive version of yourself and be able to attract women who you actually think are out of your league. It's happened with so many guys we've worked with. So check it out, getherhooked.com. At the very least, I want you to make sure that you're using some of these things in the future interactions with women so that you're getting her to chase you more.